bandwidth. Still loading up. Says say something.
Hey. Hello. Is this thing on? Can you hear me now?
It doesn't show anything.
Let's just video it.
Okay.
Just video your phone. And then you probably can leave here a little early and you can just roll on out.
Okay. Wait.
Really on you. I don't know what we're doing.
That's fine. Hey, there's always issues. Oh, we got 11 people already. Sweet. All right.
So we are episode 9. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. So Ask EJ, episode 9. Not here at the range today. So as you can see, the surroundings are a little bit different. They're more homely and woodsy. All right, come on. Question number 1. Let's do this.
All right. Question number 1 is a twofer.
Oh, man, he got me with a twofer.
Got you with a twofer.
Right.
Alex out of Salem, New Hampshire.
Alex got a twofer.
So, question 1, what's the minimum necessities for a blowout bag that would be kept in your car? The why, looking to be prepared for any situation on the go, range day, at work, or camping.
Oh, he gave me a why. That's good.
Gave you a why.
Okay, so minimum for a blowout kit?
Yeah.
The absolute minimum will be a tourniquet. Absolutely. A tourniquet. And then something white to put on the red stuff, a bandage of some sort. And then, you can go from there. Some type of that's interesting. All right. Anyway, so like in my blowout kits, I've got a little pair of gloves, a chest decompression needle, nasopharyngeal airway, a little bit of lube for that, although your spit will work in an emergency situation. But definitely a tourniquet, and then a pressure bandage. And then if you've got the, we called it Curlex, but it's just the white gauzy stuff you can wrap around your finger and shove it into a bullet hole to stop the bleeding. But the absolute minimum would be a tourniquet. And then if you don't have a tourniquet, like a professional tourniquet, you can always improvise a belt. It's not ideal, but some shoelaces, take a stick and use it as a windlass. Rip part of your shirt, you can wrap that around. Something is better than nothing, but absolutely a tourniquet. All right, that's just one of the two. What's his
one
two?
Of the two.
What's her two? His two-er?
The tour is, I have a Glock 42. You seem to be against the 380. What do you recommend for someone like me who's 240 pounds, 5'9", and has trouble hiding for EDC? I wear it at 3 o'clock, a kydex holster, and that's my EDC. Bear in mind, the 42 has been perfect for me so far, but you have me worried that it may not be enough in a defense situation. I would still use the recommended gun for EDC, so my Y is easily the concealed carry gun that is sufficient for defense.
Oh, the Glock 43 then, 9mm. Same single stack, thinner profile. I mean, it's a thin profile like the 42. And then now you're in a 9mm. And, ballistically, that's not even a word, ballistically, there you go, ballistically speaking, I don't know of any other shooting instructor out there that is of a reputable, popular nature that recommends the 380 as a defensive handgun caliber. Now, I'm not against a 380 if that's all you've got, because that is a lot better than Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary. Certainly a lot more standoff. But yeah, if the Glock 42 is working, then go with the Glock 43, and then you have a 9. All
right. Next question's from Tyler from Phoenix. He asked,
said Phoenix, right?
Phoenix. I know. I live there.
Not Phoenix.
Not Phoenix. I know.
Because you screwed up Murfreesboro. So
yeah, but that said free and whatever.
Shut up. Let's do this. All right. So number 2. It's actually number 3.
Actually number 3, right. But from number 2 guy. What is your favorite rifle that you own, and did you build it or buy it?
My favorite rifle? I think it might have to be my my 10.5-inch SBR AR. So let's just do a video on that tomorrow. We'll show you what all it is about. So it's my favorite. So yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's an SBR suppressed. So it's my favorite. Although my favorite is not what I would take to fight the zombies. So there's a big difference. I would take an AK for the zombies. But my favorite is my 10.5-inch SBR suppressed, and I built it. Okay.
Rad.
So remind me let's do a video tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you know. And then last question comes from Mark out of Monument, Colorado. In a home, what features, furniture, etc. provides cover rather than just concealment? Is there anything I can add to my home to increase locations for cover?
In a modern home today, there's not a lot that's cover. I mean, everything's built like in China with synthetic wood and pressed board and that kind of stuff. I mean, true cover is defined as something that will stop a bullet. So, you know, an example of that would be like a brick wall, you know. In a home, stopping a bullet truly, I don't know. I can't think of anything unless you've got like grandma's old oak wooden table that's like super thick and so heavy it takes 4 grown men who huff and puff to carry it. You might have a chance there. If you had granite countertops, you might be able to hide under those if he was shooting down, at least for a minute or so. It's going to split after a while. But I mean, seriously, there's not a whole lot that's true cover. Certainly your walls are not cover. And maybe a really expensive solid wood door. But then again, what is he shooting? You know, it might hold you for a second or two to reposition for if you shoot a pistol caliber stuff. But like a couch is not, and you know, your chairs are not, your little lazy boy recliner is not. So, stay moving is what I would tell you. Keep moving and try to gain the position of advantage. Use the cover of darkness to aid in your movements. But it's kind of like a cage match, though. If you're in your house, you got to win. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of cover. You can do stuff to slow it down, you know, like throw the mattresses and the box spring against the door and that kind of stuff. But in reality, you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there of people shooting through washing machines and refrigerators and that kind of stuff. Again, it all depends on the caliber. So, stay moving and use cover of darkness. You know the layout of your house significantly better than him. That sounded sexist, right? Criminals could be women too, so equal opportunity employment. So them bad guys, or Z here. Yeah, just stay moving, use cover of darkness to do that, and then gain advantage. And awareness is really the big key for you. You know, can you detect that going down before he can get into a position of advantage? But either way, it's an 8x10 cage match, man. You gotta win. So, all right, is that 3?
That's 3.
Or like 4. All right, so we'll do that video on my favorite rifle. We'll do that tomorrow when we're back in the studio. Okay, cool. Hope you guys like my newest video on Snapchat. It's pretty funny. And then don't forget to check out the radio show and keep the questions coming. Good. A lot better today. A lot better questions today.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Are we done?
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Shut up, dirty hippie. This is my thing. Just kidding. All right. So, all right. As always, stay alert and practice often. All right. We'll see you.